Hey guys, how's it going? This is Nick. I have this awesome game I want to show you today. Biodrone Battle. It's still in the beta. I had this great opportunity to be involved in beta testing the game from the very early stages of the beta, and I can tell you that it looks simply awesome. If you were born in, let's say, the early 80s, you may or may have not had the chance to play the game called Biodrone. I was lucky enough to play the game back then. I think it was on my Commodore 64, I believe, and I remember that game to this very day. It was a great game, very addictive, and I was thrilled to hear that Biodrone Battle will be released, and that Biodrone Battle is basically a reimagining of the Biodrone game back on Commodore. And I was very excited about the news, and I finally have the beta here, the demonstration I want to show you. This demo consists out of, you can see here, it's a demo version. It consists out of 7 levels. In this demo, I believe the total will be 21 when the game gets polished up and finished, but even now the game looks absolutely amazing. So we'll have a few goes at it. I'll show you some, we'll encounter a few biodrones. I'll show you different styles, techniques, how to tackle each and every situation, what biodrones do, what are their weapons, what are their advantages, what are their weaknesses, and you'll see it's fast-paced, it's crazy, it's absolutely amazing. So let's get started. First, I have to log in. Let's play the offline version. So you see, this demo has 7 out of 21 levels. I cannot even imagine what level 21 is going to look like. The first 7 levels are crazy, and I really cannot even begin to imagine what will happen between level 7 and 21. So basically, if you haven't played Biodrone, this is basically a survival game. So you have to be the last man standing or the last drone standing, and you see, win mode is to clear floors, so you basically need to either kill or morph into other drones in order to survive. So I'll show you how that looks like. Let's start a new game. Let's fire this up.
Somewhere in the far future, mankind
and have a look at this.
In building the first artificial beings from biological and electronic components. Not surprisingly, one of their first applications is as highly intelligent battle drones. These drones are called bionics. The bionics constantly enhance their artificial brains by learning rapidly from all previous perceptions. Their self-awareness develops day by day. Eventually they choose to turn against their creators. All training rooms in the laboratory are now occupied by aggressive battle machines. Their utmost desire is to survive in all scenarios and to preserve autonomy.
So basically it's kill or be killed scenario. So we have 7 levels in front of us that contains different number and different types of very hostile drones. I have a drone here, and I control it with WASD. Those controls can be changed to arrow keys, but I prefer WASD, and I'm somehow used to that keyboard layout. So this is a drone. This is one friendly drone you can control, and this starting drone doesn't have anything particular interesting for me to show you. It has a moderate weapon that I shoot on the left click. I move up and down, left and right, and diagonally. Basically, I have very slim chances of survival. My only chance is to morph into more powerful droids like the fighter droid or the tank droid. So let's start with floor 1. To get this going, shoot the useless guy. That's the dog droid. I'll show you that useless guy in a moment. In the next room, use the power field to recharge, morph into a fighter, and don't let humanity down. So now, as you can see, a few things that are noticeable at the moment. It's this dot that basically tells us the general direction where the next droid is located. So you see the dot moves and it points me to a dog droid. As you can see, that was done over very quickly. That's the first type of droid you'll encounter, the dog droid. They're pretty much useless. They don't do very much damage, but they can be very annoying if they are encountered in packs. They charge at you, and basically what they do is they'll storm you, they will pin you to a corner, and if there is a stronger unit like this one near, basically you're done. Now, I've died fairly quickly here. Now, as for the difficulty, the game is hard. Now, it's not easy, it's not medium, it's hard, but it's very rewarding when you're able to get yourself out of a pinch situation where you have 2 fighters and 2 dog droids around. So, I really have to be focused when I encounter a stronger unit. See how this goes. Up here, kill the droid. Yeah, and we're done. So what you guys saw here was me killing the droid, taking those shiny artifacts that came off of it. That was the morph energy, and then I was able to morph into a fighter, a much stronger unit, and now I'm off to level 2. So when you encounter a dog droid, don't morph into a dog droid. That's pretty much signing your death note, because as a dog droid you have virtually no chance at any in any situation against a stronger unit. So you either pick a fighter, you pick a tank, or communicator or assassin, anything but the dog droid. Dog droid is simply fodder you need to kill and pick up morph energy so you can morph into more powerful units and then fight as a stronger unit. Now this shiny circle around me that's visible for a few seconds, that's shield. I get the shield every time I teleport from a level to a level. Use the shield, it's a lifesaver, because you're invulnerable while you have the shield. You see that I made a mistake. I tried to morph into a droid. Now I have to wait. I had to wait for the morph link to expire, because if I morph into a dog, I'm dead. Now, like I said in the beginning, you advance by either killing enemy units or by morphing into enemy units. Either way is fine, but you cannot morph anytime you want. You have this morph energy that basically dictates you whether you have enough morph energy to morph into another unit. You morph into another unit by right-clicking on them. You see, I had this shield. the dog's dead. Okay, 2 fighters. This is bad. This is a pinch situation. I had to teleport. Now, since I'm a fighter, let's discuss fighters for a second. They're very fast, very agile, very mobile, and their firepower is extremely good, but I personally don't like fighters because if I'm moving and shooting at the same time, their bullets that came out of their guns seem to scatter. I don't know how to put it. It seems that I'm firing in a cone in front of me. It's not my favorite type of unit, especially because as a fighter I'm moving extremely fast. I prefer the tank unit. I think the tank units will be on the next level. Tanks are my personal favorite. Slow but heavy hitters. Every unit except for the basic unit, and I think except for the dog unit, has a special ability. You access the special ability by pressing space. Now with fighters, the special ability is teleport. See, I'm here, I'll press space and I'm somewhere else at random. This bar here indicates the cooldown for my special ability, so I cannot simply morph like teleport like crazy. I have to wait for a certain amount of time before I can use my ability again. So I think the cool, okay, 2 fighters, that's a bit too much. I'd be dead within a second, so I teleported. Now I'm using this dot to see where they are. Now the best thing, when facing any unit, except for the dog unit, it's pretty useless. Facing any unit, the best situation, well, at least my favorite situation, is to be in an open space where you can maneuver. See, my power is 25. I'm wasting my power as I move, so I need a recharging unit, or else I'm dead. And here's a hint: go to level 2 because you have a healing tile right next to the teleporter, and there are no droids here because I killed them a few moments ago. So I recharge, go back to the teleporter, and I go back to level 3. I have one more bionic on this level. See the shield, every time I teleport I get a shield, but there's no bionics here, so the shield will expire. Oh, what can you do about it? We'll simply fight our way through it. Now as you can see, my morph energy is pretty high, it's 584, so I have a choice basically. I'm waiting to see what unit is there. It's a dog, I'll kill it. If it was a tank or a stronger fighter, I'd probably choose to morph, because like I said, you survive by 2 methods. You either fight or you morph. Well, in this case it was a dog unit, so it would be a waste of energy to morph. Now the levels, the maps, they look absolutely amazing. They look alive. You have tons and tons of these small effects that simply add to the atmosphere, like these circuits, these fans, lights that are following you, shadows and pillars. Oh, and voiceovers that we are being detected as a hostile life form. These elements can be used as a cover. See, I can't move over it. I can use it as a cover. These fans are just for aesthetic purposes. They don't do anything particular. However, there are tiles that have certain effects. We've seen the healing tile. So when my energy goes down, I need to find a healing tile, or else I'll be dead. See, even without fighting, just by moving, I'm using up my energy, using up my power. Morph energy is not being consumed by moving. It's only being consumed by morphing, which is good. But I'm wasting my power just by moving. And besides the healing tile, there are two more types of tiles that have effects. This is the black hole tile. As you can see, it's pulling me towards it, If I go over it, it's not instant death, but it's pretty much instant death for me. And there's another type of tile. I'll show you when we get to it. It has a fiery effect over it. It's basically a damage tile. It won't kill you, but it'll do you some damage. These things flying around, these wrench type things are the keys. I need to get to the next level, and these glowing containers are my morph energy. So okay, let's heal up. You see I'm pretty high on morph energy, so if I encounter a stronger unit or the same type of unit, I'll simply morph and avoid the battle. Okay, more dogs, let's get rid of them. Tanks. Okay, let's morph into a tank. Now this is my type of unit. Tanks, unlike fighters, are slow, but their firepower is amazing. They are my favorite type of units. Their rate of fire is slow. They generally move slowly than fighters, but once they hit you, they hit like a freaking truck. Their special ability is the mine. I'll show you the mine in a moment. I press space, it deploys the mine. When this red dot starts glowing, it means the mine is activated. Tanks, special ability, you see it here, space, bomb. It could be better, let's be honest, because mines don't do that much damage, and it takes a certain amount of skill to lure the unit to pass over your mine, and even when it does, the damage the mine does is underwhelming compared to the direct hit from the cannon. So it takes a lot of effort to lure the enemy droid over your mine, and the damage it does, it's not worth the time or the effort. Use your main weapon, shoot it directly, and you'll be over much quickly than trying to lure the enemy unit to your mine. Now another thing to notice is, well, generally how you should approach a unit is to maintain your distance. If you come too close, they'll become alert of your presence and they'll charge right at you. So always be at the near end of your weapon range so you can shoot them without them being able to shoot back, and you'll survive much more situations like that than charging with your face first at them. So let's see, this dot is indicating that there are droids to my left. There are 3 more. If I encounter an F2, a fighter 2, I'll definitely morph into one, because this pocket morpher here is another feature I want to show you. It's a great addition, added fairly recently. Okay, gotcha. F2, awesome. Okay, pocket morpher. As you can see here, I have the pocket morpher is a history of the three most recent morphs I've had. Those were F2, I'm currently F2, T2, and F1. Now I can simply, at any point, if I have enough morph energy, I can simply transform to a T2 by pressing 1, 2, or 3 on my keyboard. 1 will turn me into an F1, 2 will turn me into a T2, and 3 will turn me into an F2, but I'm already an F2. I'll probably morph into a T2 because, like I said, I prefer fighting as a tank. But let's see how the F unit holds up. As you can see, it's very fast, very agile, and if you're precise with its weapon, if you get used to its weapon, it's pretty deadly. And now one more thing about dogs. Dog units, they won't get alarmed by your presence. So if you see a dog unit, you can go pass next to it. However, what alerts them is okay. Now I'll get back to the dog units in a moment. Let's say I don't want to fight him and risk my life. I'll simply morph because I have enough energy. If only I can get it. See, it's a bit hide and seek, and I'll probably... Okay, got him. See, hide and seek, use your environment, because if you don't have enough space around you, you'll be in a much difficult situation. If you have clear open space, you can maneuver better and you have a better chance of survival. If you're in a tight spot, use your environment, use these tiles, these obstacles to hide, then morph or shoot at the right time and you'll be fine. Dog units, they won't get alert when you go near them. What alerts them is weapon fire. So if you shoot next to a dog droid, it will immediately attract them. And this is a situation that I have to be careful about. You see, when I try to morph, morphing is not instant. It has a 2-second delay. Now if I'm in a crossfire during morphing, I can get killed, just like now. So I have to be careful that there aren't many units around me when I'm morphing. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, now I have maneuverability and the tank unit. Okay, this is a little more units at one point, and yeah, there were too many. I overestimated my abilities. There were simply too many of them. I should have teleported. You see, I have the shield. Use it. Yeah. If there's a unit near you and you have the shield on you, go straight for the face. Use the shield. Now this is what I was talking about. See, there's one tank unit. It's one-on-one, and I have a lot of room to maneuver, and those are the situations that where, well, any unit is deadly, especially tank or fighter, because I can deal damage and I move around, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Okay, now there's many of them. Let's not make the mistake. Okay, I'm low on health. I can't teleport. Okay, level 2. I have a healing tile next to the teleporter. Let's heal up. Oh, I have plenty of morphing energy, so I'll try to avoid fighting and go for morphing. That will kill them. Now, one thing you have to be mindful of is that morph guns and fire from enemy units collide. Damn, you see, I was morphing and I got under fire. Okay, gotcha. Morph, morph, morph. Good. Okay, let's see what we have. F2, F2, F2. Well, one other thing, if you're low on health, you can use the pocket morpher to morph into another unit. And once you finish morphing, you'll have a higher amount of health. That is the amount of health that unit had when you morphed into it. So if you're on brink of death and you morph to using pocket morpher, you'll probably morph into a unit that had more health than you have right now. So that's a good thing. If there's something here, I don't want to go near it. Whatever it is, it's dead. And I'm alive. Well, I got that going for me. Okay, I have morphing energy, so I won't be fighting. I'll simply morph. Okay. Now, there are plenty of levels where lighting is very low, which simply adds to the atmosphere, to the mood. I can't see what's happening around me. There's this small circle of light around me, and I have to move very carefully and I have to rely on this pointer to tell me that there's an enemy unit right around the corner. Okay, this isn't. I knew it. Okay, continue. Start a new game. We'll start the game all over from level 1. Continue the game. We'll restart the level. Okay, if I remember correctly, there's a unit right. Oh, tank unit. Okay, now you see we have a shield on, and we survived a direct face-to-face duel with a tank, which would be impossible without the shield because tanks have immense. See, I'm low on health. Okay, morph. That was way too much. If I remember correctly, there should be a healing tile or right around here somewhere. If not, we'll go to level 2. Generally, situations you want to avoid is facing multiple units at the same time. Even if you're facing 4 dog droids, they can be pretty annoying because they're bumping into you. You can't maneuver properly, and
will be eliminated.
okay, morph. Let's see the energy. Okay, 440. I believe I have to fight. My way. Okay, 680. Now we're good. 2 more units. What do we have? All F2s. I'd like to get my hands on an F3 or a tank 3. This is the fiery tile. This is the damage tile. If I step over it, I'll take some damage. It won't kill me, but I'll sustain damage. So you want to avoid those damage tiles, and you want to avoid black hole tiles, especially black hole tiles. They mean, in most cases, they mean certain death. Let's see what we got. F3. You see, morphing gun has a limited range, so you can't snipe the units and morph from across the field. You have to get close, but if you get too close, they'll start shooting at you. So you have to get close, but not too close. Okay, I have enough energy, I believe, to morph to avoid fighting, but you see, I was using this box as a shield because facing a fighter face to face is always a tricky situation. They're extremely agile, and the computer AI is amazing. You'll see very often situations where you encounter a unit and you face the unit one-on-one, and the enemy unit will start running away from you, and if there are several units, they'll come right at you. Okay, this is level 7 out of 21. This is the last level of the preview. Let's see what we have. We have 9 bionics. We have enough morphing energy. Dog droids. You see, dog droids, they tend to ignore you. Yeah, they tend to ignore you until they hear gunfire. If they hear weapon fire, they'll come charging at you like a pack of dogs. So I have the shield. I won't be able to use it right now because there aren't units around me. Let's lure these droids here. Morph. That was way too much. Oh, communicators. Good. Let's try to get one. I'll try to morph into a communicator. Communicators have awesome special ability. Confusion. I want to show you confusion. So let's try to pick. Let's get rid of these dogs first. And you see, dog as a single unit, it's mildly annoying. 4 dogs at once are a serious threat. This is the exactly situation I was talking about, the AI. If we were one-on-one, that they would probably be running away from me, but since there are 3 fighters and 4 dogs and God knows what, they're chasing me. They're going right after me. They know they have the advantage and they're simply going in for the kill. But if we were one-on-one, they'd probably be running away from me. So let's use this. Let's use the shield. Let's use the environment as protection. And okay, this is the last droid, so morphing into it doesn't have a real purpose because there aren't any more droids left. But I want to show you the special ability. It's amazing. So this is the communicator unit. It has this laser gun that does, well, moderate damage, nothing special. It's not like the tank, and its rate of fire is pretty much slow, not as slow as the tanks, but definitely not as fast as the fighter units. But the special ability that we start by pressing space, these bubbles mean confusion. If there are enemy units around you within the range of the AoE, confusion AoE, they start moving erratically. They start shooting all over the place. They are not so much focused on you anymore, so you have the chance to shoot them. I think the confusion does not work on other communicator droids. I think they are immune somehow. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But I'll have to get back to you on that. So we've cleared all 7 levels. I hope you enjoyed it. This is an amazing game. You can look it up on Steam. It's currently on Steam Greenlight. It's nearly finished, polished. As you can see, it looks amazing. It's a real blast to the past, especially if you had the chance to play Biodrone when you were a kid or a younger age. It's Biodrone that traveled through time to the future and got complete overhaul, complete reimagining. The game's amazing. I can't wait for the next 14 levels. I cannot even begin to imagine what other 14 levels looks like. These 7 levels are complete mayhem. So I'll be looking forward to another levels. As soon as they get out, I'll make another video of it, show you the preview. There are other types of units that will be introduced in the later levels, like sniper units, maintenance units, assassin units. Assassin units use stealth now. If you're into cloak and dagger kind of thing, the assassin units will be your type of unit because they can be invisible, hit and run. There will be maintenance units, I believe. The M units, they have something that resembles a damage over time effect, a dot that they apply on you and you start losing your health per tick. So different styles, different types of units, fresh flavors, something for each and every one of you, I hope. And once the new levels get introduced, I'll show you the new units, so stay tuned. There will definitely be a new video soon, so enjoy. See you soon.